The Bharatiya Janata Party releasing the first list. 194 candidates already of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. The list includes 34 ministers, 2 former chief ministers, giving preference to also SC, ST and OBC candidates in this list. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi's name, of course, was on top to contest from the current constituency Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. Home Minister Amit Shah to fight from Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, to contest from Lucknow, the name that has been repeated. So has Minister Smriti Irani to fight again from Amethi in Uttar Pradesh. This, remember, only the few names. There have been, while many strong names that have been retained, but there have been big faces that have been dropped too, while fresh faces have been announced from other states as well. Listen in to the first reactions that have come in. And before that, I want to go across to our reporters as well. Poulomi Saha from the BJP headquarters, Abhishek Mishra from Uttar Pradesh, and all our other colleagues joining me. First to you, Abhishek, because Uttar Pradesh is where, among other states, most of the names that have been retained, from Rajnath Singh to Smriti Irani to Ajay Mishra Teni to Hema Malini. Tell me this about what do you think is the factor that the BJP has decided for Uttar Pradesh, unlike other states, that they will want to retain the old faces, the old guard that has held strong in the state, specifically even in Muzaffarnagar, for example?
Well, absolutely, Pooja. There are two major factors behind the repeat of most of these Member of Parliament, 46 to be precise. One reason is that Prime Minister Modi is again in the fray from Varanasi, and other 46 these MPs are also have performed well in terms of the getting the hold on the ground. There has been an access assessment of every Member of Parliament in Uttar Pradesh and other states as well. That internal survey, the report from the grounds, and also the feedback from the so that all includes, and we have also witnessed one thing, that the BJP has not taken any kind of risk in Uttar Pradesh. They are targeting 80 seats in UP, 5 to be given to the alliance partners, and 75 is what we expect they will fight on. So that is why, to get that number, it is very much important in terms of the percentage, and that's why BJP, who is pushing this time to get 50 plus vote share once again in Uttar Pradesh, has again shown confidence in these MPs. Yes, 4 new faces, as I told you, that this time they have given chances on, and that is because of the combination and 1 reserve seat, 1 candidate who have come from the BSP. So that is why there are changes. But the major changes will be in the upcoming list, because 29 names yet to be declared from Uttar Pradesh, and those include very important states from Meerut to Allahabad to Kanpur and other seats as well. So there we can expect big changes, but in this list, UP has been the safest for all these MPs who were, desperately waiting for these names to be confirmed. And yet again, because it's a big state and the BJP...
Sanjeev Balyan from Muzaffarnagar, Kawan Tower from Amroha, from Gautam Budh Nagar, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Mathura, celebrity Hema Malini, Ajay Mishra Teni as well from Lucknow, Rajnath Singh, Amethi Smriti Irani. So a lot of names that have found a mention again, like Abhishek is telling us. Poulomi, I want to come to you now. We've been talking about the names that have been retained. Let's talk about the names that have been dropped. And Aishwarya Paliwal also continues to be with us. Poulomi, tell us about the names, and we'll put those names on the screen now. The big names that have been dropped. Meenakshi Lekhi from Delhi, for example. Take us through the other names also, Poulomi, that are coming in.
Well, that definitely are the 4 seats as far as Delhi are concerned. Delhi is concerned. 5 seats for which candidates were declared in that first list. Out of that, 4 have been dropped. That includes, of course, as you said, Meenakshi Lekhi from New Delhi. Then there is Dr. Harshvardhan from Chandni Chowk. There is Parvesh Sahib Singh Verma from West Delhi. And then, of course, Ramesh Biduri from South Delhi. So these are, of course, the 4 sitting MPs that have been changed, and different candidates have been brought in to contest the 2024 elections. And as we already know, Gautam Gambhir has bowed out of the race as well. So when, of course, his constituency is announced for as well, you will see changes there as well. So yes, a lot of changes there. In Uttar Pradesh, as Abhishek was pointing out, not many changes. But this is all, like I said, it's all performance-based. It's about the feedback that they're receiving from the ground.
Can I also quickly ask you about, which I'm very curious, and if I'm correct, Ramesh Biduri and Sadhvi Pragya, do you think it's also about the controversies around them? One of the reasons that those 2 leaders have been dropped?
Well, absolutely. That has to be a factor as well. But yes, it is also going to be about the performance as well. The BJP will not harp much about that one comment that Pragya Singh Thakur may have made, though, of course, you rarely have the Prime Minister coming on record and reprimanding someone, for the kind of comments they've made, controversial comments that they've made. So it was a very strong statement that was indicative of how the Prime Minister felt about it. So it would have been a complete surprise if Pragya Thakur, in fact, was given a ticket again from Bhopal, because it would then seem that, the Prime Minister didn't mean what he'd said in that instance. So obviously, it must have, bore in heavily as far as, Pragya Thakur's candidature was concerned. But it also boils down, Pooja, to the performance on the ground as well. Yes, Ramesh Peduri again quoted controversy last year when he, of course, made that hate-filled comment against Danish Ali on the floor of the House, for which, of course, he was reprimanded again heavily by the party president, and, he had to issue an apology as well. It didn't go down very well with the party, and so it may have been a factor as well. But yes, it plays as one factor, but not the factor alone.
One of those, to not make communal comments of any kind with regard to if the names are being sufficient. But of course, there are other factors as well, as Paulomi telling us. Aishwarya, so a quick word from you. Names have been dropped, but fresh faces like Anil Antony, who was from the Congress party and from the Congress family, getting a ticket from Kerala. So have been Basuri Swaraj. So there have been fresh faces, and to give them a chance for Lok Sabha elections is a big opportunity for them.
Well, definitely, very, very big, for them to make a name. But also, we have seen how Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Pooja, if you remember, over the last couple of days, has been clarifying that they want young people to come in. And he also said that when we speak about politics that runs in the family, we mean that the parties which are just, circling around one particular family. We don't want that. But yes, if you have parents who have been in, if you are kids of parents who have been leaders, then definitely, if you have the potential and you want to do something for the nation as a whole, then definitely we will give you a chance, and that's exactly what's reflecting, Pooja, in the first list also.
Very interesting. Aishwarya Paliwal, Abhishek Mishra, Paulomi Saha telling us not only, of course, about the names announced, but what could be the strategy and the perspective behind some of those names that have been announced and some of those names that have been dropped as well. Remember, at this point, while there has been north, south, east, west, 194 names, is it also, like our panelists have been suggesting, a certain mind game, a certain strategy that has been set up as well? And Paulomi, I come to you for that, because when you do deliberations, and with Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah's busy schedules to do these midnight meetings, you've been talking about these report cards as well, and it wouldn't be easy to drop a name and ensure there's no rebellion like we have seen in other parties.
Well, as far as the BJP is concerned, the BJP, of course, as you know, the Prime Minister's word is going to be final as far as candidatures are concerned. There has been rebellion in the past. It's not that, nobody comes out and vocally expresses their displeasure. There have been individual candidates whose supporters and party workers have expressed their displeasure if, they're sitting, member of the Legislative Assembly or Parliament has been dropped. In West Bengal, when I was covering the 2021 Assembly elections, I saw a huge ruckus right outside the BJP office, unlike the kind of, very open protests that you see against the party leadership there over, the naming of certain candidates for the Assembly elections at that point of time. So there are state units that are very vocal, but in this particular case, the party is very clear that we're looking at performance, we're looking at winnability as well. If it's a factor that, that a candidate continues to be extremely popular, while there might be certain doubts about their performance on the ground, but they continue to be popular. They are celebrities, they attract voters. It could still be a factor that they are looking at winnability at the end.
So will
of
there
the
be,
day,
Paulomi, 400 ke paar is bar for Modi Sarkar?
Hema Malini, for instance.
Yes, that's been the slogan this time, the motto to cross 400, not just, of course, as BJP, but as the NDA alliance. Remember, as our colleagues have been suggesting, that the allying partners also have to announce their seats very soon. So, of course, more lists are likely to come, and we'll be watching out for that as well. Aishwarya Paliwal, Paulomi Saha, and Abhishek Mishra with all the latest from different states.